Okay, we are now live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I know I kind of picked up bad time tonight because Rookie Critics also live, so we're kind of competing for people tonight, but that's okay. Um, Tonight we have myself, we have Stephanie, Stig, and Brian. So we're gonna go down and let everybody introduce themselves, and then we will start with our topic. Stig, you first.
Hi. Sorry. Hello there. I'm a fellow from Norway who chimes in now and again. Uh, Other than that, I'm nobody special. Just a friend of the family.
Yep.
Uh,
That's not true. You're special to us.
Yeah, you
yeah,
are.
I'm adopted from Norway.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're still a member of the family. I think we're all adopted, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we are.
I'm not.
All right.
Steph.
Me? Me?
Yep, your
Okay.
turn.
It's Steph, me from Smuggler's Cantina. I'm here to talk about what's going on with Rotten Tomatoes and just basically rant and cause trouble. So, and eat. I'm eating okay while I talk.
Brian.
I am Brian the Observer. I have a YouTube channel. I dropped a link right there in the chat, and I talk about all things, a lot of different topics, anything from audio visual to comics gate and a couple pop culture things. Just and whatever's on my mind. And anyways, I'm here representing Comicsgate, Blame War campaign, and hail to the fandom menace.
And
All right.
y'all know me. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to each other's channels and help each other's channels grow. Support everyone on the panel as well. And tonight we have a really good rant topic for everyone on the panel. So we are going to be talking about Rotten Tomatoes and yeah, I don't even want to talk about that. So okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start the topic. Whoever wants to start it. I'm not gonna start my rant.
What do you guys
Well,
do? I'll be right back.
maybe
When do
we
you
should
guys
just
start?
unleash Stephanie.
When do you guys start? Because I have to go grab something. Just a second.
Hmm.
I'll be right back.
Well, let's put it this way. As far as I'm concerned with the Marvel thing with the new female crap, yeah, no, it needs to go away. I'm already sick of it, and it hasn't even come out yet. I'm ready for it to die. I am sick and tired of them saying they have to have strong female characters that put men down and make men look like crap just so they can look good. Because guess what? We had strong female characters before that. We have Leia. She didn't treat men that way. We had Mulan. She did not treat men that way. So I don't know what the hell Disney is thinking with this crap.
I
We
don't.
were
It's
They've lost their
we,
minds.
we were
it
promised a long time ago, the rumor mill, that we would have a Black Widow movie, and now they're like, no, forget that. We'll have Captain Marvel. And they have so many female characters to choose from in that comic book canon. Everywhere from She-Hulk to to shoot to Jean Grey. Well, Jean Grey's X-Men. She'll come over, and they have a whole lot of different characters to choose from. And they could have kept Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel, where she actually looked good, and now she's not. She's just horrible looking.
Well, yeah. They first off, what they did was they took something that was one thing and turned it into this SJW woke garbage, and then tried to sell it. And what they did was they got an actress who's not an actress but an activist to crap all over the fan base, and that's exactly what she's doing. And that's why it got down. What was it? 26% by the time they took the buttons down, and now it's like, you know, all right, we don't want you to know how bad people don't want to see this movie. Guess what? It doesn't matter. No one wants to see this movie because that woman that you let run around, running your mouth like a weed whipper out of control, saying stuff about your fans. You
I,
know?
I I have some Captain Marvel news.
Okay.
Yeah, they found out who's playing the stand-in for Brie Larson's ass.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
It seems they just hired some bum.
Yeah. Stick, jeez, stick. Oh my God.
Oh my
Sorry.
God. Guys,
Hardy har har.
Prime Geek Collectors just said Olympus just approved trans male athletes in female races. Feminists got what they wanted, men to outshine them with fake.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, here's the thing I think is funny too. They are going around complaining we want equal rights with men. Well, guess what? In Texas, they just passed a law in the Texas court that if you are a female in the Army or if you are about to turn 18 in Texas, you have to register to be drafted
Yeah.
into the Army. And
Yeah.
they are flipping their lids in Texas over this shit. They do not like it. They want the draft completely dropped. Guess what? That shit ain't gonna happen.
No, guess what? You want it? You want to be treated like a man? Guess what? Here's your maxi pad and your M16. Have fun.
Yeah, and now they're flipping their lids over it because now they're saying that it's not fair that the girls should not have to register to be in the draft the way the men do. Why not? Wanted equal rights with men. Now you got them.
Oh yeah. You know what? Life is hard. Suck it up, sister. You know,
Yep,
suck it up.
that's right.
Yeah, they all want equal rights until they have them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Me?
no,
Yeah, it's really
women.
great. It's really great being independent and all that stuff. And you know, but when you meet a man that actually treats you like you're his equal, that's all you really want. Really, as a woman, that's all you really want.
Yep.
You know, and I have my story. You know, I listened partially to the idiots. I bought partially into it. It was okay to do this and to do that. No, it's not. Don't sleep with everybody, because guess what? Women don't do that. Women can't. I'm gonna say, F like men. Okay, it's true. I mean,
Yes, it is true.
we can't. We don't need to. First off, we shouldn't have to. Guys are programmed that way until they meet the right girl, until they're put in their place. And the only time you ever put a guy in his place is when you're strong enough to tell him, I like you, but no.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, anyway, so there's that rant. God, I'm so lucky I don't have daughters. I'm so, you know, I mean, and I'm so lucky I don't have sons. My sons would be gentlemen and alpha males. And trust me, I'd be really monitoring what they eat, because you want conspiracy theory. Go look at all the processed foods we have. What's in it? Soy. Seriously, soy. Look at our
Yeah.
men today. Look at our men today. Look at the millennials. Look at the younger ones. Do you see any chiseled chins and broad chests and broad shoulders? No, you don't. Wonder why? It's what they're putting in their bodies. It's not their physical activity. It's that it's the garbage that we're getting, that we're putting into our bodies. I know it is. And anyway, so there's another rant. I'm done. Go on. I'm on a tear right now.
Oh, keep going. We're having fun with this one.
Anyway, there's actually a study out there. They did a research on a river in Ohio. They looked at the water, and there was estrogen in it, overabundance. There were fish showing up looking weird and all the rest of that stuff. Guess where it came from? Hormones they give to cows. And women who take the birth control pill. Guess what, guys? If you don't filter your water 50 times, you get to drink that. Aren't you happy now?
That would explain why all the soy boys throw a fit of mad cow disease now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, for a while, I've been drinking coffee with non-dairy creamer, mostly because I don't like stuff to go bad.
Yeah.
I don't like to keep track of. And I remember, like, about a couple weeks, I was feeling really sad and depressed. Like, why am I feeling sad and depressed and angry for no reason at all?
You
And
weren't
so
eating real food.
I read the ingredients on this stuff. It's like, contains soy. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. So I found so I started using coconut milk and almond milk, and I found creamers that didn't have soy in it, and I felt 100 times better within 24 hours.
Yep.
And
Soy is,
yeah, and
you know,
also keep in mind those water bottles people drink all the time,
yeah,
BPA line plastic. It is synthetic estrogen, and there's uh there's some companies that produce bottled water that don't have BPA plastic as part of it, but just keep in mind with those, the only way to, like, if you drink that consistently,
yeah.
you will start to like cry at things you wouldn't normally cry at.
Oh God.
It's insane. I mean, people. I mean, if you wonder why our culture is so messed up, I bet if tomorrow everybody just cleaned out their fridge and say no soy, no BPA plastic, um, we'll have a good improvement within 3 days. Society will be a lot better.
I bet you if you did that, there'd be a lot of less crazy feminazi women too.
Yeah, less
Because,
blue hairs.
well, I'll tell you, because estrogen is fine, but it also causes a lot of trouble. And I mean, God, Renthimus is now going after Odin, for Christ's sakes. It's like, Jesus, woman, first off, have a salad, okay? You cow. Second of all, second of all, Odin has never said a word to you. Leave him alone. Third of all, she's gonna get herself in trouble because she's stalking these guys. I mean, I already know that. Didn't Ethan say that he's already got his lawyers looking at it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, because of her, because they stir up mobs into a frenzy.
Yeah,
Renthimus, SJW, Spider Man, and there's a few other people.
yeah,
Um, People don't really understand that you shouldn't go around calling the cops on people pretending to be themselves and have them come to your house. That swatting's just bad. Edwin Boyette. Um, I mean, Comicsgate wouldn't be Comicsgate without Edwin Boyette.
yeah.
He holds it all together. And if you haven't checked out his channel or whatever, go ahead and do so. But he is the nicest guy ever. They swatted his home.
I know.
They swatted his home, not just because he's Comicsgate, but because of the new Anime Gate going on.
Yeah,
He says, I stand with Vic, who that's a whole nother ball of wax.
yeah.
Um, and so he was swatted, and then not even a not even 2 weeks before that, Peter Samedi of Alterna Comics was swatted, and Disney has been silent. They have been silent because the pros sit there and just bash Comicsgate all day, say it's a hate group and everything, punch Nazis. Everybody I don't like is a Nazi, so therefore punch them. They feel vindicated. They feel justified.
Yeah.
And this is what happens. This is what happens. And people like Renthimus and SJW Spider-Man, we'll sit there and say, well, we legally aren't liable, so ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
People that stir the pot. But guess what? You could seek action against them. You could sue them in court, and that's what Caesar is doing. That's what EVS is doing.
Good.
And yeah,
Well, fat blue hair cow needs to back off. And if she ever starts doing that shit in the Phantom Menace, um, do it. I dare you. Ask Bonnie. You don't want to come to this house. Ask Stig. You don't. You really, really don't.
no, you don't.
No, because let's put it
Yeah,
this way: there are things in this house that are hidden that I know where they are, and my husband know where they are. And if the shit hits the fan, I know every law, and I have a really, really, really good lawyer who hopefully someday will run for AG of Pennsylvania, but that's another story. And
I mean,
trust me.
but you do have sometimes those, not all of them. There are a few of them that are kind of trigger happy law enforcement officers, and I love law enforcement. I do. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they'll shoot first and ask questions later. Especially the fake calls that were put on these people. Like
I know.
someone called pretending to be Peter Samedi, saying that he stabbed his girlfriend, and
Yeah, I
then
know.
and then they said Edwin Boyette killed his wife, and and that was the false reports. So you get
They do that. They do
Yeah,
that. I mean,
they take it seriously. Cops take it
Yeah.
seriously.
They have to. And then when they
Yeah.
get there, it's like, you know what they should do? If it's from the internet, if it's from somebody like, okay, I live here and they live in San Francisco. Bonnie asked why I picked San Francisco. You know why. And they call something that says that I did something to my husband or he did something to me. That's an internet felony, and it should be a felony.
Hmm.
And what they should do is equal the punishment for doing that. Because I'm sorry, once you do that, you can trace that call all the way back to where it came from. You know?
You know, the swatting thing though, it's not only incredibly low, but it's also damn dangerous. I mean,
Yeah.
what if some of them have kids and the kids are all around the house playing with plastic guns or something, and the SWAT team comes in.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
here's the problem. Somebody already was killed with that. Some kid, I heard. So they want. Here's what they want to do. They want to indirectly murder people because they're so angry. That's exactly what this is about. Okay. And it's, I can't, I don't understand being that angry over a friggin' comic book. I don't.
Yeah.
it's not only angry, it's mentally unstable.
Well, here's the,
Yeah, it's so far away from just angry. It's bordering on insanity
yeah, it is.
or evil,
Well,
really.
Psychotic.
Think about this. If Hitler had been able to do that, can you imagine the damage that they would have done to their enemies before they took over?
Hitler
Think
did
about
do
that.
that. Hitler did do that, though.
Yeah, but no, he didn't call people in. He just had his brown shirts go in and beat the shit out of people. He didn't call the law enforcement in, make a fake phone call saying, Gerhard Strodler I'm Gerhard Strodler. I just murdered my wife. Come here and get me. They couldn't do that. They couldn't do that.
Mara J says I'm this close to advocating sterilization of SJWs.
Yeah, I am too.
They're kind of somewhat sterilized themselves with all that soy and BPA plastic they got.
Well, they don't like to have sex, I've heard. So there
That's
goes
why
that.
that's why we have so much gender confusion, gender identity. It's like I understand homosexuality. I understand transsexuals, but go around saying I identify as that, I identify as that. Back in the day they said, are you pre-op or post-op? That's all we said. And that was acceptable. Now it's like it's like, no, well, you're kind of arguing with biology here at some point,
Yeah. Well, I identify as a lettuce leaf, which I'm gonna eat right now, so you guys talk.
Is
So, really quick, guys.
isn't
James has been announcing it in the chat, but starting next Tuesday, James and I are going to be starting up. I'll still be doing my gaming show in the morning, but Tuesday evenings, James and I are going to be doing the James and Bonnie show. We will be bringing guests on, and we will be doing like little skits and stuff with people. So yeah, we're adding that. And once James gets his laptop, we will jump between his channel and my channel each week to do it. That way we give everybody something new to look at.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
That sounds troubling.
That's fantastic.
No, it's going to be fun.
I've been on a skit thing with James before, and
trust me, we've gone over the skit for this week coming up, and we've already discussed it. It's not bad. Trust me. Well, it could go bad depending on how you answer the question. There's going to be a question posed, and you get to fill in the blank of that question. So, yeah, that could be interesting. When James was asking him, I had some pretty interesting answers. So, yeah, if I decide to go with those answers, I'm definitely going to have to age restrict it because they're not very nice, and Disney's not going to like me when I'm done.
Yeah, you have to age restrict it.
I don't think they like us anyway, Bonnie. You know,
Yeah,
we're
they're really gonna hate me after this one because
yeah.
James asked the right questions and I had the perfect answers for them.
All right. My mouth is full. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean this whole Brie Larson thing is getting me to not. Well, of course, I was already not going to go see Captain Marvel, but I'm debating whether or not I should even go see Avengers 4. And
See, that's why they did this. Is okay. You keep going. I've got a whole rant on this. Just keep going.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I mean this is what we're down to. Well, yeah, I guess pull the thing on Rotten Tomatoes, but you know what? If they would have just advertised this as just another superhero movie and let the chips fall where they may, no one would have been the wiser. No one would have cared. It would have done so much better than it's going to do come opening weekend, and everybody will be hyped for Avengers Endgame, and that's how they should have done it. I mean, well, actually, how they should have done it is they shouldn't even had a Captain Marvel movie,
Yeah.
or actually had Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, but from the Marvel Comics canon anyway. But anyways, it's going on and on and on about it, and then it's like doubling down, punching down. It's like, okay, just shut up. You realize how much you're hurting yourself when you have a score of want to see at 94%, and then within 2, 3, 4 weeks goes all the way down to 23. Was it 23%?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like, okay, we're gonna rip that feature from the website, and and that's they could do that, but the timing is awfully suspicious.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna jump in here.
All right.
Bob Iger has a big shareholders meeting. It's the big one. Thursday, a week from tomorrow. Guess what opens the next day? On International Women's Day, Captain Marvel. Guess who's got his tail tucked over his balls right now? Bob Iger. This is what happened, and this is the timeline. Episode 9 dropped on Rotten Tomatoes, and we're not going to see this. This is why, and the not interested in seeing it was starting to add up. It went from 96. Last time I saw was 89, 88. That feature is no longer there. They have also kept up the will see, but they haven't taken off the will not see it, not interested, which is very interesting to me. Okay. And that showed up. Then we had the last time I saw Captain Marvel, it was 26, but it was 23. Hey, awesome. And with Disney's other moronic move, the live action Aladdin, God Almighty, help me. I can't unsee what I saw in that trailer. And the shareholders meeting, Iger's going to walk into a bunch of people going, what in the H are you doing with our money? All right. And that's what's going on. That's why Iger said, can you help me out a little bit? Guys, please. They're killing me. He's perfectly aware of what Brie Larson has been doing. They've already tried to do damage control. It's not helping because she actually, I think, believes all the bullshit she horked out there, like my dog horking out his food he ate too fast. And, it's like, guys, it was too late. You should have jumped on her throat the moment she opened up her stupid, retarded ass. All right, you should have said, you will not, you're blah, blah, blah. Because, like you said, Brian, she's hurting Endgame.
She's not retarded. She's retarded.
Retarded.
Don't
So,
want to
anyway,
spread with that, Brie.
that is my rant on that. And that was actually my whole video. You guys wouldn't have to go to my video to watch it. Damn it. I just gave all the secrets. Shit.
Well, go there and hit like anyway.
Yeah, please. Please. They're screwing around with me. People are telling me they're not getting notifications. And they have to go look to see if I uploaded something lately. And they're screwing around. They're afraid. They a free speech platform that doesn't like free speech. Well, FTS, Yeah. Anyway, mouthful.
Yeah, they're screwing around with everybody right now.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
took away 20 of EVS's subscribers. That they actually like. I'm just a little guy on the totem pole. I might not even have 50 subs, but they took away some of the likes to my videos, and I was even told by some of the people that hit the like button. Speaking of hit the like button, you might as well hit the like button here. Go ahead and do so.
Yeah, they do that. I hit like on videos and I go back to the video and my like is gone. And I had 258 subs. I'm down to 255 now. So yeah, they're taking subs, they're taking likes. Yeah, they're really screwing with people here.
Well, I don't know what the algorithm. They've got it. It's really funny. I don't even think they know what it does. These people are so stupid. They don't even know what it does. I sent a message asking what was going on. And normally, they're very prompt. I still have yet to hear from them. I think if you're not monetized, they're like, fuck off.
Yeah, which is stupid. I think I think they should do kind of like what TikTok does. You hit 1,000 you get 1,000 people viewing your channel, you get to go live. But they monitor your lives, and if you break their rules, they suspend your live for a certain amount of time. And they're doing much better there than we are here. The only thing is, over there, you can only have like whoever's in the room with you on the chat. But if YouTube keeps screwing up, maybe we can get TikTok to do the thing with the live over there to where they'll add the hangouts where you can add people into the conversation with you. And that would be a way to go to jump off from here over to there and keep going with what we're doing.
Yeah. Well,
and there you can cuss the snowflakes out and get away with it.
Well, I'll tell you something. You guys, within 5 years, YouTube and Twitter are going away because they don't respect their customers. Yep. They really, really don't.
This is true.
And, and that's what is going on. Hey, and by the way, this is just an off the wall comment. I am not getting any Mike Zero video kind of sort of things showing up. Did he die?
I have no idea.
I
haven't heard anything from him either.
Yeah, he's been quiet as far as I know.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know what. I mean, maybe something happened to him, but normally I'm not even sub to him, and they'd be like suggested videos.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear that. And it was like 5 or 6 a day, and now it's like nothing. I get more Gordon Ramsay, whom I adore, by the way. I just want you guys to know. But he's like me. He doesn't take any crap. And he's taught me more about chopping onions than anybody. Anyway, I get his stuff. And I got his stuff actually before I actually subscribed to, I think he has 3 channels now. But I subscribed to one else, and all these other things started showing up. I have not seen anything from Mike Zero at all. And I don't know. He's
still kicking because he put a video up 2 hours ago.
Well, I didn't see it. It didn't show up on my
I haven't seen it either, so that's cool.
Isn't it ironic? Captain Marvel is supposed to become the leader of a group of heroes that fight for the freedom of humanity, and then Rotten Tomatoes goes and takes away people's freedom to express their opinion about it.
See, that's the thing, is Captain Marvel never was in comic books the leader of the Avengers. They might do it now, the crazy SJW Marvel that it is now, but no, Captain Marvel never was the leader of the Avengers. And it was always Cap or Iron Man or a couple other people, but that was it. I mean, it's like you're forcing a character that no one likes, that they had to relaunch the title I don't know how many times within the last 5 years, golly, or some other thing, and it's like no one wants to buy this. No one, everybody liked Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel, and she was drawn so much better then. I mean, she had very good proportions. She was voluptuous. She was gorgeous, and now she looks, oh gosh, she looks worse than plain.
Well,
I seem to remember. Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Captain Marvel a black woman?
Yeah, well, in the 80s, they had Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. Like, Marvel had, like, gone off somewhere no one could find, or they just kind of written him off or whatever, or they just forgot about him, and then then they had this Monica Rambeau who had similar powers. Like, okay, yeah, I could be Captain Marvel. And then Captain Marvel comes back. It's like, okay, I guess I'm someone else now. She changed her superhero name sometime in the 90s or later on the 80s, but that was pretty much it. And they give a little, apparently they're giving a little nod to that in the movie, but here we had a black woman as Captain Marvel, and now she's getting passed up for beyond plain Jane, and it's just it's just the weirdest thing ever. Like, dry white toast, but this white toast has mold on it. That's that's really what we're
well,
looking.
So,
well,
guys,
here's
really quick announcement. Star Wars Dad just announced at 9 p.m. Central tonight, he is going to have a Star Wars Lover, the new Star Wars movie Lover, on his channel. So you guys go check that out. And he's also going to be talking about the Star Wars cruise.
I want to go to sleep. I can't do that. I don't. Why? I mean, I don't want to hear some semi-retarded. I've been a fan for a year. They like Kylo Ren.
But
Jesus,
it's fun. It's fun to listen to their stupid excuses because they never have a good reason.
I
And it's
can't.
sit there and
Bonnie,
I love doing it. I love doing it
I
because
know you do, but I
when
can't.
they're done
And I-
talking, I'm like, okay, so what's your valid reason for liking it? You've given me all the reasons why I hate it.
yeah.
Now, what are the valid reasons I should like it? Because guess what? You haven't given me one yet.
Bonnie, I can't because I need to sleep. B, I actually do have a cold, and the wine and the very hot uh, salad dressing actually is like cleared up my sinuses, which is amazing, by the way. Um, I can't. I hate these people. I can't. It's like, Jesus, you're not a Star Wars fan. You're a Twilight fan.
I know,
Go
but
watch
I
it
just,
over and over and over again.
it's funny. It's funny because this thing is reaching farther than we thought because some of the people on TikTok actually love Star Wars and they're on our side on this thing.
Yeah.
And I have gotten to some deep conversations with them. And the SJWs will show up in their chat and they will have all kinds of rants and complaints about the fact that we are completely and totally hating on the new Star Wars. And we had one last night that showed up in a chat. And we were talking about how we hated Star Wars and that this whole Reylo thing is ridiculous. This guy and his girlfriend literally went into a freaking rant on why we were wrong in a room full of people who are against them.
Bonnie.
By the time we were done, they were trying to get this person's channel removed and it did not work. They got removed instead. It was hilarious.
Bonnie, if you want to help people on YouTube, share all of our channels and your channel.
Oh, I have been. And I've almost got enough to actually go live on TikTok, which means that I can actually do more about it because I can reach more people.
Good.
You have to have 1,000 to go live on TikTok following you. And right now I have got, I think close to, I think it's like close to 500. And I've got some of my bigger channel friends over there that have been promoting my channel. Yeah, I'm like at 451 right now. And it keeps climbing because people are getting out of work now and going live. And they are actually promoting my channel on their live streams to get people to go sub to my channel to get me to that 1K so that I can go live.
And on TikTok, I got a question. Can you like do videos?
Yeah, you can do anything you want. TikTok was originally set up to be a lip syncing thing where you could lip sync to music.
Yeah.
But there are people on there that actually sing. There are people that actually do like what they call a PSA, which is an announcement video, and
Yeah.
they put a video out like that. There are people that actually do. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, dancing, you name it. It's all on there. But once you hit 1,000, you can go live and you can talk about anything you want for as long as you want. My friend Marty is on like pretty much 24 hours a day. He hardly
Okay.
ever goes offline. And they don't kick you off. They unlike YouTube, you can only have so many hours and then they'll shut you down automatically. Over there, you can go all freaking hours of all days and they do not shut you down until you shut it down yourself.
Well,
So that's why I'm trying to get
people,
mine up there.
warn people I may show up there just because I think it's good for us to expand our horizons.
Yeah.
Because I really do think, when Twitter is 75% losing people
Yep.
to adding them, and that's happening with, I mean, I know so many people who double down with BitChute.
Yep.
They put their stuff on BitChute too. YouTube is going to go away within 5 years. So I think this is me. And this is the thing I would tell Jeremy. John, Star Wars Dad, if you're listening to me, start exploring other options. Do it now and have a foundation because this platform will go.
Oh yeah.
All
That's
right?
why I'm working so hard on my TikTok channel to get it up there to that 1,000 mark, because that way once I do that, I can get you guys over there and I could get my fans to follow you guys, which would get you live quicker, which we could do more over there.
Yeah.
And there, I'm telling you, the only thing I don't like is the fact that we can't do like we're doing here. We can have everybody together.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that if enough of us go over there and start sending messages to the upper branches of it, they might add that in there so that we can do stuff like that.
They
But
might be
Well,
they might be working on that though. I mean, let's look at it. If TikTok's already getting enough traction right now, and even PewDiePie, like because I don't know if
oh my God, he's on there too. He
Yeah.
is on
Yeah,
TikTok. He's at a
and
war with another person over there too.
yeah, he's there, and he makes YouTube videos of these funny little TikTok videos, and
Yeah.
it's just hilarious. But if you haven't checked out his channel, it's a hoot and a half. But anyways, no, I mean, because if so many people are on there, they're gonna work on it. Because here's let's look at things have always been replaced when they haven't been able to catch up with or keep track of the culture. They get replaced. We can go back to Blockbuster. They got replaced by Redbox and then Netflix. Okay, and then we look at MySpace, got replaced by Facebook, which I still don't know why, but it was just marketed better.
Yep.
Everybody's on Facebook. It was the marketing that got them there. And then Twitter, it's like Twitter, all you do is like say like something in a short paragraph and people follow. Yeah. So now Twitter, and then YouTube. You always had YouTube, and then you had Google Video, and then when Google bought YouTube, they got rid of Google Video, and now they own YouTube, and now YouTube you do live streams and whatever. So people are constantly trying to make things like replacing, be better at platforms. So like Stephanie said, yes, Twitter will be going away, Facebook will be going away, and will be replaced by something better. And then likewise, same with YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that it's going to be TikTok, because they make things so much easier. Their algorithm is simple. You hit 1,000, you hit 1K followers and you go live. That's simple.
Yeah. And what I want is free speech. If you say something that all right, I'm going to bring Remphamus up. Remphamus, lays a great big turd on her floor because she's freaking out about it. And she can't do anything about it. And she sends a bunch of her, her ant army to get you banned. It can't happen. That's what I want. I want free speech. I want them to have to sit there and listen to somebody else's opinion. Okay, that's what we need. That's what a social network should be.
Yeah, and that's that's the thing with TikTok. The SJWs don't stand a chance over there to shut down free speech because there are so many firefighters, police officers, vets, military personnel that stand against them that they don't have a chance. And then they build a group underneath them that back them up. And by the time we're done, there's more of us than there are of them, and they can't shut our free speech down, and they do not like it.
Well,
They do not like it at all.
Here's the deal. You better hope that somebody like Jeff Bezos doesn't buy it, because the moment that happens, that'll all end. And that's the problem. We actually, you know what? I'm going to throw this out there. If Elon Musk owned YouTube, owned Google, we wouldn't be going through this stuff. He doesn't care. He's actually kind of just a liberal, you know? Fine,
Yeah.
you want to say that? Cool, whatever. I'm going to smoke dope over here. Cool, whatever. Go do that. You know, if somebody like that actually owned Google, we wouldn't be going through this. Owned Twitter, we wouldn't be going through this. But these people, this Jeff, God, what is his name?
Bezos.
No, the other one, Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Yeah, from Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
When he was meditating in a cave with 189 mosquito bites, and he announced it on Twitter, and we're all like, why the F would you do that? You insane freak. With those people, you don't want anywhere near anything like this, because they might come off as like, oh, like we're all free speech. No, they're not. They're not liberal. They're fascists. Fascism is corporatism, and it's a form of socialism. That's what they are. Okay? Goering was that. Okay? The guys that ran Krupp Steel were that. Willie Messerschmitt was that. Okay? We're dealing with people that we've dealt with before, but now they're in our country. We bombed the shit out of them and took them to trial and did whatever. Now they're the corporate entities running our country. And I'm gonna say this: thank God for President Trump, who's actually like trying to stem the tide. He might be the kid with the finger in the hole in the dam, but at least he's doing something. They're anti everything that the internet should be about, and they run Twitter, Facebook, Google, God Almighty, And if anybody from Google is listening to this, go see the movie Ready Player One, because you work for that asshole. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. See, that's the crazy thing over there, because right now you can even smoke cigarettes in your live stream and in your videos, and they don't say anything to you. People drink alcohol in their videos and in their live streams, and nothing gets done about it. Yeah. Because they believe in the freedom of being able to do what you want when you want. The only issue that they are having right now is if people are turning other people's videos in for having the Confederate flag in the background, but that's being fought like tooth and nail, and they're winning that fight. So
good, because.
But that's the only big issue going on right now.
Yeah, there's a guy that has a place. I assume it's been his family's place for at least the last, 250, 300 years on I-95 in Virginia. He's got a Confederate flag the size of my living room flying on a pole you can see on I-95. And they have bitched and moaned and bitched and had, reverse orgasms over it. And it's like, guess what? He can still do that. That's been his family's land since his family said, okay, we're going to settle here. And, when Lincoln was elected president, and I disagree with this, they decided to go against it. And, hey, you know what? But they've been here, their family has been here for maybe 300 freaking years, since right after Virginia became a colony. So guess what, Snooki? You get to live with the Confederate flag, okay? Because they're actually really rebels. All right? And I don't even like seeing it, but there it is. Do I scream about it? No, my family were Union soldiers. And I'm pretty sure that Uncle, you're gonna love this. They were twins. Romulus and Remus, don't laugh. Hale would probably go and shake the hands of the people that fought them at Gettysburg from that farm. Because that's what you did after that. You're still Americans in the end. Shocker. It's just, I don't know. I'm done. Go ahead, everyone rant. Sorry. I apologize.
Oh, it's cool.
Thank you, Brian. Sorry, are we going to talk about Rotten Tomatoes since that was the, we had to acknowledge the blue-haired land whale in the room. So, God.
Oh yeah, the Rotten Tomatoes where they just totally ripped on, took down the want to see aspect of their website, and it got down in the mid to low 20 percentile when it was at 94% for Captain Marvel, and Disney's on full on damage control, and Rotten Tomatoes took their 30 pieces of silver, and they're really ruining this. They could have. I mean, like I said, the movie's mediocre. I think it probably will be mediocre. Might be okay, but because of the way Brie Larson has acted, has destroyed a lot of people's interest in the movie. It's like why would I want to watch a movie with someone just sit there and because this is Hollywood out of touch with the American people, and the American people just want escapism. They go to work, they hear about politics. They go log on to social media, politics. The kids go to school, politics. It's like, okay, I want to sit down, read a comic book. Oh, what the heck? Politics. So turn on the TV, sitcom, politics. It's like, what? Go to a movie? What? It's like you can't escape this. You can't escape it anymore, and it's driving people nuts. They want to be entertained. They want to forget about life for a while. It's like, come on, just shut up. Do a good movie or decent movie. Let me grab my popcorn and chill out for 2 hours.
Yep.
Don't sit there and preach to me how I'm bad because I was born.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'm, hey man, hey, preach, because, I walked. All right, I'm gonna do a Last Jedi rant. I found out, and I thought I knew what the whole plot was. And my friend from Hollywood, we started hearing rumors, and he's like, Jesus Christ, this is not good. This is, oh my God, they changed it. I'm going to tell you something. There are 3 different versions of The Last Jedi. Guess what we got? Okay.
Worst
We
one?
got the worst one.
Yeah. Guess what? Because Rian Johnson was the one who I think probably got to choose it, and Kathleen Kennedy. The 3 of them are sitting on Bob Iger's desk. I think there's a version where you actually see Luke taking on the Knights of Ren, because we know there were scenes where there were guys in armor doing wire work with Mark Hamill on that island. Okay. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a version where Rey discovers she's actually of Skywalker lineage, and that her brother, or God help us, her cousin, stole her from the academy and left her there on Jakku to rot, which is Shakespearean if you think about it. But Rian Johnson, he has to go the goddamn SJW route, and stealing fan fiction. She's Rey Nobody, and anybody could be a Jedi. God damn it! I can't.
If you want to piss Stephanie off, just talk about Raylo for 5 seconds.
Oh God, don't even.
On that note, we got to get ready to get off here because I got to get my husband up for work, guys.
All right.
So we will start with Brian this time.
All right. Well, anyways, yeah, thank you for having me on the stream. And again, you can check out my channel by clicking my icon in the chat. Um, and I'm just gonna say hi right here. Hi. And again, so check out everybody here. Make sure you like, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell for notifications and everybody else on the panel. And if you're bored waiting for Star Wars Dad to start his stream, the war campaign is live right now, but don't go there till we wrap up right here.
Stephanie.
All right. Hey, guys, make sure you subscribe to everybody on this channel. You're Brian. Follow his orders. And, subscribe to my channel. And it was great talking to all y'all. I feel this is like cathartic right now. So I'm having an endorphin rush. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's been good, but there's a lot of movement going on right now. So stay tuned to all these channels. Please subscribe to everybody. Really, really. Brian, Bonnie, Stig, me, and because there's stuff going on and you want to be on the cutting edge. So there you go.
Stig.
Yeah, I seem to have gotten 43 subs without having a channel. So I'm gonna have to start a channel, and there's something in the works though. I've been thinking about stuff and talking to some people, so there might be some stuff on my channel soon. I can't promise it will be good stuff, but there will be something. Yeah, I'm still wondering how the heck I got 43 subs, but
because people actually listen to me when I tell them to sub to each other's channels. So please continue to do that. Sub to each other's channels, support each other.
Yep.
Tomorrow
Bonnie
night.
has a higher charisma than I do because in the same streams I've been telling people not to sub to me, and then she tells them to do it, and they do it. So yeah,
Hey, I
Bonnie's.
will have you know that Flip has told me I am very good at networking and getting channels together. The funny thing is, it's not just here. I've been doing it on TikTok without even trying. So, hey, I must have the talent for that one. Anyway, make sure you sub to each other. Go check out everybody's channels. Tomorrow night is 7:00. Brandon will be on the show. I'm not sure who else yet. I am still working on figuring out who's going to be on that channel with us. But we are doing our paranormal show tomorrow night. So that ought to be interesting. And then Friday night is our adults only 10:30 show. So come check that out if you want to have fun, cut loose, and just see everybody be crazy. It goes from 0 to 100 pretty quickly over on that show. Last week we started off very lightly, easygoing, and then Mary tells us she got pulled over by a cop, and then that thing shot from there straight up to 100 fast. So yeah, we have a really good time there. Then after my show, Mary picks up and takes over because people don't want to quit the night, and I've got to go to bed. So whoever's on my panel usually jumps over to her show. They get first shot at being on the show and her panel. So go check that out as well. So y'all have a very good night, and don't forget these shows on tonight, and check everybody out and support each other and show love for everybody. And we will see you all tomorrow night.
Good night, guys.
Take care.